You're so... The gauntlet's up. We're about to invoke...
Yo, Neverwinter. We are going to... Well, it's been a while, I know, since I went live, but we're going to show you how to solo the arena. I usually cap out at around 35, because usually a dragon or that bloody fairy comes in and nukes me, but... Well, let's just see how we go. Let's see. And for whoever keeps asking in the comments about self-healing, yes, there is one or two self-heals, but the most important thing is Vampiric Embrace. Vampiric Embrace.
100.
Hey CJ, I mean, I'll give it a try. So this particular build, which I've not put out yet, which I will do as soon as I have the time to do so, is very undercapped. In fact, it is very, very undercapped on actual stats. So it's relying on us picking up X amount of bonuses within the actual arena itself. But what it does have is several additional damage comps. And these help quite significantly on the mob phases. Which, well, when they trigger they help. When they don't trigger they're just basically useless. But the further you get in the arena, the more... You don't need to have your stats capped, right? Because you're going to get X amount of this, X amount of that. I'll tell you what, I will put on the log so that you can see. And I'm not sure this is entirely accurate on PlayStation, to be perfectly honest. But you can definitely see when things actually proc in, at least in these early stages. Because they just melt, right? Everything procs in at the same time. I do need to test, because I don't know whether or not the Vicious Direwolf procs off the other ones, but that Rat Pup procs so much, it's ridiculous. You know, at these early stages, we don't even need to actually use an artifact.
You bleed well. Let's see more.
And if you want to get to the later stages in this situation, you are going to have to do those challenge rounds, guys. It's you need that 300% extra HP basically, and you're going to struggle to get past probably round 15 if you don't have a Lysera.
Our next nightmare. Rest when you're
And you guys tell me, because I think the Warlock is probably the most suited to do this solo, but I don't know. Maybe... No, I don't think the Cleric could probably do it, you know. I'm thinking in terms of self-heals, right? There comes a certain point in trying to do the arena where all that matters is DPS, which is very much like the rest of the situation of the game, but like, I know people go in trying to look for a group, they want a healer, they want a tank, they want this, they want that, but when you get above a certain level, all that really matters is just being able to kill them fast enough. 20% base damage. Lovely.
Your fame is the entertainment.
So you'll notice I'm not switching to like an AoE setup really. I don't... Like, the first time they brought the arena out is kind of worth doing, because you could go over here and you could sort of get out of combat, and then you could sort of swap into a proper full AoE situation, but I don't really feel like it's worth it anymore. You can still swap your powers, obviously, but I don't know.
Let the bones fall where they may. Care to prove it wasn't a
So the first 10 rounds or so can go pretty fast, with this setup at least, but it certainly slows down in the later stages, especially if you're running into a dragon.
You wish the last round killed you.
They have put some pretty interesting enemies in here, at least.
Entertain her, gladiators. Die, fool.
Yeah, I feel like they really could have sort of, I don't know, made this a bit less of a pain in the ass just by give us a little skip or something. I don't know.
You face more than death now.
So like, I don't know if anyone remembers the old the way that games used to work. You'd get a little code and then you could start at a certain level. So, you know, maybe you get to level 30, they give you a code, you can start at level 30 and then you can pick your things, but I suppose with the way that it's so random, the things that you actually get, they probably would not be able to do that.
Keep going if you can.
So I mean, it's very, very easy to get up to around level 10. They have scaled this. They scaled this so it is easier solo than it is in a group. So, you know, it's worth remembering that. But generally, if you know what you're doing, you should be able to get up to at least around 10 to 15. You know, without much difficulty, right? You don't really need to use much resources to get there. Although it does feel like after each challenge round, there definitely feels like a significant bump, right?
Here comes your reckoning.
Face the Lord of the Parlor.
I swear, You've grown to love this.
You see, when a mob gets utterly deleted like that, that's when all the things are proccing in. I did have like a pretty stat heavy version of this build, but obviously if you're getting the stats from the power-ups, then you don't really need them, and it just gets unnecessary. So there's a bit of RNG involved. Oh yeah, you guys don't know this yet because I've not put a video out yet, but I have upgraded my fit as well. Finally got the chest from MTOS. So Merrilocks the Ruinous now looks properly ruinous, okay? I do have a brand new, well, brand new to you MSH build as well, which is absolutely ferocious. In fact, I've got new builds of everything except for the healer. The healer's pretty static. Okay, so if you get to this point, you don't need to just pick one, okay? You can take all of these. You're on your, I mean, you're solo. You can take absolutely every buff up here. So obviously the little time one reduces your resets, and that reducing the resets actually becomes very important later, because as a warlock, the faster your encounters reset, the quicker you can pop Vampiric Embrace, and that is basically what's keeping us alive for this most of this situation. And the shield's quite nice as well. So what I usually do is I take the one, I take the other, and then I'll pop, like I just did, pop the shield, and then pick up this last one, because this last one is very useful for when you go into the challenge rounds. But I mean, it doesn't really make a huge difference until you get to like around 30 or so. It is very nice speeding around with it on there. There is quite a big element of RNG with this arena though. Like if you get to round 30 and then like the assassins come in, you can get really messed up quite quickly. Or a dragon, any point beyond like round 25 is pretty unpleasant as well. And that bloody fairy thing is... The scaling is somewhat off is what I'm saying. So you get to this challenge round, and then you run away as soon as you can, and then if you're lucky, you can just pull one or two in at a time. Yeah, there we go. So this model is based on one of the sisters from Ravenloft, which means they've got the whatever they're called, bound by chains or whatever that thing is, where you take the damage that you do to her. I've killed myself many times, like just like that, look at it go. Many such cases. So watch out for that. Don't do that. And that is, especially when you got like 100% base damage boost, and then you've been boosting your base damage the entire time. You do one killing flames, and then you just absolutely mog yourself. Big pain. So I won't go into advanced dragon strategy yet, but there is a way to do dragons. It completely fails at some point in this arena, but there is basically a general way you should always attack dragons in this game, and it works for most of them. And never, ever, ever stand behind a dragon, okay? There is a very narrow safe spot which is just directly under its wing, like just around the shoulder. So when we get to this point, we go for the HP, because they start hitting quite hard after this point. And it's the next two that I'm still trying to figure out what the best strategy is for. I initially thought, you know, go for base damage, but then I'm like, but if your power is reset 50 to 75% faster, does that not equal more damage overall? But the more important thing in that is that if you hit somebody who's affected by Curse with Vampiric Embrace, it doubles the amount that you get back from Vampiric Embrace. And that's basically the only way you're going to survive up to and past like level 30, round 30. I think maybe the perfect group to complete this would be, say, 5 Warlocks, 2 Lysera, 3 Minotaurs. If anybody's actually gone above round 40, just, you know, let me know. I would be interested to talk to you. Solo. So this gets very RNG as to what you know, boosts you get here. Part of me thinks if you actually want to go past like round 35, you probably need, well, I think you probably need to be stacking damage resistance, but at some point those dragons are just hitting so goddamn hard, you can't do anything about it. You know, if Lysera's getting wiped out in one hit, then what are you gonna do? Oh, and then there's some little things that you're probably going to want to do, like if you've got Beacon of Meteor Swarm, put a Beacon of Meteor Swarm on, because that thing is an AoE stun. Very useful when you start getting up in the rounds. And then don't be afraid to, as you get different bonuses, swap around your buffs, you know.
Try this, challenger for size.
And contrary to what they claim, this corner is still a safe spot. I mean, personally, I wouldn't bother waiting here to wait out death stacks, but some people do. Perfectly valid. Oh, look at that big damage. If there's any other classes beside Warlocks out there who have gone, you know, pretty far in here, please tell me. I would like to compare notes. Oh, this Minotaur's a pain in the ass as well. So this is like a mini skin of the MGR Minotaur. And they have this axe throw, which is an absolute pain. Especially when your Lysera isn't taunting the way that... Oh, there she goes.
The weak should leave now.
So the ones I like to go for first is the time one, then the damage one. And you don't need to take them all at once as well, right? So you can give yourself a couple of... a more prolonged buff. If you can time it so that these buffs are... If you can time it so that these buffs appear just before you go into like a challenge round, that's very handy. Unfortunately, they disappear after a boss round, so you do need to use them before that happens. Combat advantage is as good as power for a Warlock, I'm sure you guys know.
But is it enough?
Oh, also, Dragonfire, incredibly useful. Don't know if you can get it anymore, but if you've got it, it is a fantastic AoE damage thing in here. The damage does seem to scale as you get stronger.
To die!
Come on now. Let's have some fun.
So very soon we're going to get to the point where these big rotations and stuff are doing significantly less damage, and that's when it starts getting a bit tricky.
The slaughterhouse needs feeding!
So this is kind of like the best scenario. You only get 3 ads. None of them are assassins. None of them are like control lads. And they don't summon monsters.
What's good, how y'all doing?
Yo, Jay! Long time no see, brother.
This one hungers for your screams.
I'm good, man, I'm good. Decided to finally do the arena stream. On the Warlock, of course, because I don't think I would be able to do this on the fighter. And so far, we've had a pretty good run of luck. This is the second dragon we've seen. We've only died once. Booyah!
That's great to hear. Main, I still don't have my MSH arms, haha.
On the tank, bro. Oh man, those are. When I get to wear them, they are very good arms. To be honest though, those celestial weapons on a tank are so powerful that I've just ripped apart most of this sort of tanky stuff that I usually wear. Got the old ancient drow arms at the minute. In fact, it's pretty crazy, you know, the dichotomy between the actual, like, tankiest tank build I put out and the ones that I actually have to run for bloody debuff is quite different. You see, they start getting a bit tankier now. They do get a bit tankier. But also, you got to remember that your buffs run about half an hour in. So if, like me with this build, you use a sort of crit strike buffs, suddenly stopping critting things definitely makes it take a bit longer. I need to give them a bit of kudos, you know, the company, the devs, the character models that they're using for this are nice, you know. They put some effort into these, well, a lot of them are just mini versions of other things, but they look pretty good, right, and they play pretty well. Apart from the dragons, they could definitely not... The dragons were not necessary. At least with their current scaling. So that will give us a good solid boost in damage. Like I say, this build is not stat capped at all. It's relying on getting these little boosts here and there. And 20% power is basically direct 20% increase in damage. It's... But I'm not 100% sure, but I think 20%... increase in power might be more powerful than 20% increase in base damage.
Survive this one?
Well, I think those two feed into each other at least.
I'll use your bones for kindling.
Oh, nasty. I mean, here we go, guys. Easy round 20. Easy round 20.
Let's raise the stakes!
Barely. Not even broken a sweat yet. Look how fast the bloody Warlock goes with this on. Crazy. So this is where the Beacon of Meteor Swarm really comes into its own, okay? Shadow slip away, beacon them. And then hope Lycera picks them up whilst they're stunned.
Bloodletting begins anew!
Yeah, and so if you can make sure you've got at least a few power things active when the boss comes up, you can just, even at this stage, rinse them.
I got 164 dust now and maybe 12 completions.
Holy shit. That is a lot of dust for that many completions, brother. Well done. I've done 3 tunes up to Celestial Weapons, man, and I'm kind of done with it. I know a few members of Dreads who they've gone like, oh my god, they've done like 6, 7, 8 tunes up to Celestial, and I'm just like, wow. That is a level of commitment I cannot match.
I pulled 23 times. I really
Holy
need for Celestials.
Yo, well, let me tell you this. When we very, very, very first completed it, there was no guaranteed dust. And, oh my god. People have run it. There dozens and dozens of runs with like 0 dust. So, 320 pulls is amazing, man. Well done.
Let's make this more interesting!
Is that on your tank as well, Jay? What platform are you on, actually, Jay? And this is where Lycera comes into her own, if she can actually hold the aggro.
I'm on Xbox, and nope, I made my fighter in 2016. I used to play this with my dad all the time in 2016 when Undermountain came out, haha.
Oh shit. Fair play, man.
For fresh meat.
Undermountain was such a good... I feel like Undermountain was the last one that was actually like story driven, yeah? Was it actually felt like a proper...
Undermountain came out around 2019 or 2020.
Okay. So did you quit because you didn't like Undermountain, or are you just like done at that point? Dragons! And that's why we keep that little boost. These things hit way too hard, man. Incidentally, this is also why Vampiric Embrace is so goddamn strong. Stop bullying me!
Haha, no, quit cause of COVID lockdown. Life was taking a toll on me like everyone else, and it kinda got boring.
Yeah. So there was kind of like two situations that happened during that. Some, like me, I went like almost terminally on Neverwinter during COVID lockdown, and then obviously you're the other side of it where it's like I can't do this anymore. I need people. Very weird time those few years, man. Very weird time. This game got a hell of a bump. You see, take the dragon down and then it gets a lot easier. Yo, Cryptic Jack, if you're watching, fucking tune those dragons a bit better, please. Thank you, please. And that fairy as well, that one's a bastard. We'll probably run into him in a couple more rounds, and it's just very unpleasant. It's like an Arctura clone. Oh, but sorry, you said you're on Xbox, yeah? So is Xbox not running everything so much, or is it just that you're not quite broken into the endgame over there? I don't even know what the population's like on Xbox these days. How are you guys doing over there?
On Xbox it's tough finding solid MSH and MSOD groups. Usually people leave after one wipe.
Well, yeah, that's... Unless you're with friends, right? A lot of groups do tend to do that. I know, is it Erica Lynn who's on Xbox? I think she's got a pretty good group around her. But I don't know the guild setup or anything on Xbox. So,
Yeah, I seen a video of her, she cool.
yeah. She's good people. She even made a PlayStation character, I think, in Legion. Oh, Legion's one of the like top best endgame guilds on PlayStation. Yeah, I think sometimes she moonlights over here when she's doing like collaborative stuff.
The few people I really call friends are older people, and they just do well of dragons and stuff, haha. Trying to get them their mythic week.
They ruined Weller Dragons. They absolutely ruined it when they brought in the new system. It used to be like every bloody quarter, was it quarter to or quarter past the hour? And well, the old boys, like you're saying, yeah, the old guys would be like, well, it's Weller Dragons time. I remember just before they brought out the new Tiamat. God, that was a month. Whenever the bloody dragons came, and it was just farming all of those. They're called ancient dragon potions now, or ancient dragon scrolls, and it was. I thought I'd make big AD. But I did not. But I do now have an almost inexhaustible supply of. Almost inexhaustible supply of dragon potions and the scrolls of protection. Oh man, yeah, they were good times. But that was such a community thing, right? Back when like almost like server-wide events like that. It's like such a big community thing. Like you'd see people you never play with, you never see them anywhere else except for they're at Weller Dragons every bloody time. Yeah, it's a shame. I hope they bring in some more stuff like that. Stuff where it's like the entire server needs to be here right now, and then you just sort of see people. I suppose they tried with like the Narvadol and stuff with those spider commanders, and that did last a little while, but I suppose it's ultimately so. The rewards ultimately for those were so low that it wasn't really worth carrying on with. But I suppose with Haltmo as well, they kind of tried those giants, but nothing quite hit the way that the Weller Dragons hit. Actually, no. Now I remember the reason why the Weller Dragons was so important because it was bloody stronghold currency.
That's ball watching.
And that stuff is very expensive. I do not envy anybody trying to build up a guild these days.
Face me!
Yeah, main, I just got back into Neverwinter last year in the middle of the first phase. And the game looks so different. Had 40k item level, huh?
So it's funny you say that. I pretty much, I pretty much quit. God, when was it? so long ago. But then I kind of came back during COVID, and I logged into my Ranger, you know, again created in like 2016. The original Merilo, by the way. I do actually have a character called Merilo. And it was a Ranger. I logged in and I was like level 68, I think. And I had like 4k item level. Oh my god, this game is not the same as it used to be. And they changed the entire Paragon system. That really bugged me, man. When you had the ability to sort of pick and choose all those, it's just, it was better. You could be sort of like a magic-y, warden-y ranger versus this sort of hunter, warden, paragon stuff they do now.
My first day in my old guild when I got back, they got me to 60k and had me trying to solo tank a master demo. I was getting one shot by demo.
Oh man, yeah, that's a welcome back. God, I remember. The thing is, okay. So if anyone's listening or watching, demo, like the Demogorgon's Reach artifact, is like selling for about 500k on the PS at least. That farm is very viable, but oh my god, trying to solo tank that. Trying to solo tank that is almost entirely dependent upon your DPS. Okay. Oh, why'd you keep dying? It's like, because you're not killing it fast enough, for God. There's X amount of stacks, and then you'll just get absolutely rinsed, okay? It doesn't matter how strong your tank is.
Main, I was getting one shot by demos at wills.
Oh, yeah.
Face with tears of joy.
Oh, why'd you keep dying? It's like, why aren't you killing it faster? Yeah, okay, so the ranged in here are the enemy, basically. Once you get to a certain point, I don't know if anyone remembers it. I think it was around about the time of the Vault of Stars. Well, no, it was after the Vault of Stars, but it was around about the time of the combat rework where they took away our Fire Burst enchantment, which is one of my favourite ones ever, by the way. Whatever they did when they reworked the combat system, they just gave the ranged, or whatever defensive stat we had that made the range not just nukers, they kind of either removed or switched or did something. I remember on the tank, it'd be like, you have one bloody thing that is ranged on you, and it would just smack the ever-loving crap out of you. And it's kind of like what's going on with the scaling in this arena at the minute. When the range come in, you just get absolutely laced. No! Listen, we only died once, it's fine.
Let's see how you fare against this beauty.
Alright guys, give me 2 minutes. Hey ho, let's go. Okay, so as you can see, that is a safe spot, at least during boss phases. We probably need to rebuff by this point, actually. How long have we been going? Like an hour or so. I tell you what, unlike other streamers, I may disappear for 2 minutes, but I will not wait a full 5 minutes to wait out death stacks. If anybody out there also runs the arena, do let me know your the highest level you got to. I am very curious to know how everybody else is doing. Oh, actually, if you've ever got those boxes as well, and you've ever got one of the artifacts out of it, because I swear to God, I've spent well over like 15k worth of those on those bloody boxes in there, and I've got absolutely sod all. You see, this is where it, like, what to choose. Go accuracy, guys. Accuracy is... When you have 90% accuracy, you do a lot more damage than you may realise. It gives you almost a... what was it? Something like an 8% damage buff, if I recall correctly. Potentially a bug in the code where oh, do you know, I'm not gonna I'll make myself look stupid if I say without having the full knowledge, but I'm sure if you go on Discord and you ask them to explain the whole accuracy situation, they will let you know. But it is a non-insignificant boost, put it that way. And it's completely outside of the actual... So it's outside of the actual sort of paradigm of the stats themselves, right? It's not just a stat difference causing that. It's something is wrong on the back end where the way that accuracy interacts with deflect and deflect severity, that causes it to give you like solid damage boost. But I can't remember the exact details, so don't quote me on it. Big damage. And for those joining a bit later, this scales differently depending on how many people are in the actual arena. So just because you've got a group of 5 and you can only get to like round 10 or something, and I'm solo, it doesn't mean that your group is... Well, it probably means your group isn't great, but just because I'm getting this far and you're not, it doesn't mean that you're inherently bad or anything. It is actually scaled differently. It is much harder with a full group than... Or at least it does a lot more damage with a full group than it would do just like me solo here. And it gets even worse with a group because obviously if you're taking a full group in, you got 3 DPS, a healer and a tank, and there becomes a certain point where all you need is like just pure damage. And your tank and your healer aren't giving you that. So you basically end up handicapping yourself past a certain point by having a tank and a healer in there. Which isn't me saying don't take tanks or healers in. I'm just saying that if you really want to get to the very, very, very top, I think... I don't know, I'll have to try it at some point, but I think the perfect combo might be 5 Warlocks, 2 Lyceras, 3 Minusers. But, you know, if anybody out there has got to above 35, let me know. Let me know how you did it. I'd be very interested to hear that. At some point I will probably put this build out as well, but it's just a bit janky, to be honest, guys. You know. It's not one of the usual clean cut, oh my god, look how great this build is. It's just like, why would you do that? I'm like, well, I'm doing it this way to do this thing, right? I'm doing it this way so that I can get this far in the arena, but it does look like a stupid build. Gruglor the Poxed. What is this? Is this dude spell plagued or something? So when we get to these higher levels, this is where Lycera is getting less and less useful. She struggles to hold aggro, and when she does get the aggro, she dies quicker than you do. So that's where you got to get dodgy. Which also, by the way, is when those bonuses come up in the middle and they're not base damage or some stats that you need. Movement speed every goddamn time. Movement speed is the most powerful stat in this game. It kind of makes me think, like, does Lycera just have a actual threshold which she can't go above? Because
Yo Merilo, since leaving my old guild and alliance I feel I've been happier. Also feels like I burned a few virtual bridges by doing so th.
yeah, look man, it can get really weirdly well, I don't know parasocial, but it can get very weirdly social in this game. It's like people will take absolutely anything and everything you give them, and they won't give you anything back, you know. So sometimes the right move is to get out of that situation, start a new situation. In fact, quite often that is the right choice. Especially if it's causing you like emotional distress and or heartache. It's a game at the end of the day. It's really not worth if you're thinking about and stressing about it when you're not actively playing it, then, you know, you got to really reassess, look at it. So when we get up to around this round, that's where you stop feeling that 300% HP boost. This is where you might want to consider switching to a proper AoE loadout, but you don't need to put them on blast, Jay, but I mean, what happened with that guild / Andor alliance, you know? Oh, and also, obviously, you don't say anything if it's, like, traumatic or... Still alive. Still alive. And as I say, unlike other streamers, I will not wait out the Dust Knight. I don't know. If I don't even watch other streamers. I don't know if they fucking wait out the Dust Knight or not. What I will do is wait for my tunnel vision, though.
Again and again, blood must be shed.
Hell yeah, at the end of the day it's a video game. And no, it wasn't traumatic, I just left cause I was getting thrown in the mix of drama th.
Yes. I tend to think that some people literally log on just for the drama, and it's, for those of us who do not enjoy drama, it's not a healthy situation.
Hi, how far are you in the blood track? I'm nearly at 110.
I haven't checked for a while, but I think I'm around 160. I will kill this boss and then I'll check.
I don't know if I will finish in time.
I don't even know what is the timer on this thing, do you know? Because I'm just like, I'm doing it sort of daily, but I've not actually seen like a finish date for it. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. I assume we got at least a month left, no? There's only 1 week where I hit the actual cap limit, and that's when I was, you know, testing this build. Well, testing whatever build. Well, just seeing how far I could get, basically, you know, not actual build testing. So this is where I miss. So this is where the choice came in between get the faster recharge speed and AP gain, or get the base damage boost. And if I had the base damage boost, this would be going a lot easier. But you know, I might have also died a lot more times. So The only thing that you definitely need is that 300% HP boost at the start. And then I'm not sure the next best move to go. Power up is there.
Less than 5 weeks left, I think.
Only... Oh, bloody hell, okay. Oh, there we go. So I am at 187. And with 5 weeks left, I might just about do it. Now this is a tricky one. 50% movement speed versus 50% damage reduction. That damage reduction is actually very powerful. I would recommend getting it when it pops up. I don't know whether these buffs also apply to companions. I kind of assume that they do, but and this is where the Dragonfire starts coming in quite handy. And this is also where shortly I might have to switch to an actual proper AoE power set.
I saved the best for now.
And our death stats are cleared, yay! You may have seen in guild share that someone very unhappy about getting a celestial piece of equipment. Which, let me tell you, there's nothing more frustrating. The only thing worse than not getting your celestial is getting the wrong celestial, I think. Bless him.
The MSH arms would be easier than the celestial chest and boots, right?
Yes, 1,000,000% yes. You can re-roll the chest in MSH, so you've got 6 chances to get it versus well, just like you can potentially get a drop, or yeah, basically it's 6 chances versus 3 chances. But both of those arms are much less rare than the ancient drow arms that I'm currently running on my debuff build. But that's like very, very stretch goals. I don't recommend any tank wearing the setup I'm wearing at the minute, to be honest. When I finally get smashed by this, I'll switch to a tank. I'll show you what I'm doing with the current setup.
I'd bet.
But I was wrong. I was wrong about the celestial weapons on the tank. They are amazing. I don't know. So I don't know whether it's just the fact that they've got the item level on them, or that the negative incoming damage that those things have on them seems significantly stronger than the negative damage, negative incoming damage that the bloody Void Touch have. I don't know. Those weapons are crazy strong on a fighter. Oh, not to,
Don't get comfortable.
not to be an asshole and say that you need to get the weapons or anything. I'm just saying, you know, they are very, very strong. The Void Touch is also very strong in the same sort of way, but the Celestial, well, you don't even necessarily need to get them up to Celestial, right? But they give you the same sort of damage reduction
Nah, main
ability.
I'm go for my Celestials. I already got nearly 200 dust, haha.
It's good going on. Have you got all the tokens that you need? You got all your research tokens? What was I saying? Anyway, yeah. So the Celestial are giving you at least as much sort of damage negation as the Void
Yeah, I've been
do.
tapped at 10k research for a while. I love
10k?
farming keys too, that's what I've been doing from SOD and MSH.
10k? Holy shit, Jay. What? You've just been farming those experiments, man. All power to you. I did get some nice enchantments from those experiments, actually. Anyway, yeah, so what I was saying, the Void Touched, the damage sort of mitigation of the Void Touched is like the best at that item level, but the Celestial ones also give you that sort of the Celestial ones give you that level of damage mitigation plus like a shit ton of ability to also help you maintain threat.
I saved the best.
Succumb to your nightmares.
What can you even do with those tokens besides upgrade the weapons, man? I mean, do you like... Oh shit. Can you buy keys with them or something? Oh, this one. Alright, this is gonna get a little bit hairy. So, guys, next time you play Ravenloft, those chains mean don't hit the fucking boss, okay? Unless you've got a fighter in there with KV.
30 research tokens. I'm hopping on the game right now, I'll let you know.
That is... Because I spent a significant portion of my life farming
That's how much it costs,
research
I
process.
believe.
Significant portion of my life getting all those research tokens in. So the fact that you've got 10k, I'm very impressed, friend. Very impressed. Oh my god! Just see how it tries to fuck me. Oh my god! Changed just when I was doing an article. Lucky I didn't fire my bloody mount off. This sneaky bastard. Sorry guys, I had a moment there. God. So as much as I dislike this boss, it is not the worst boss you can run into. The worst boss is that massive bloody Octoria clone fairy thing, and any dragon. Any dragon at this point is just a fucking nightmare. Here we go. Article. Article. Chains? Chains? No chains?
She is the worst boss in there.
Agreed. Well, no. Well, yeah. Well, you get to a certain point, man, and every boss is the worst. But this one that chains you, so that you... This one makes you kill yourself, which is like... Probably not YouTube friendly to say, but also, you know, very dark.
Her and the wolf with the powers that you can't dodge.
No, the
Dragons
wolf...
also do so much damage.
That wolf is the worst because he puts his cone out and then you move and then he bloody switches it to where you now are. Yeah, no, fuck that wolf, man. That wolf.
I've seen corpses with more fire.
I've seen corpses with more fire. Oh, come on. I think I'm doing better than a corpse. So if you get to the point where you have these up when you're going into a challenge round, make sure that you pick them all up before you go into the challenge round. And this is our third challenge round. This is often where I just die because there's a dragon. There's a bloody dragon again, isn't there? No, there is no dragon. Okay, we should be okay. Where is the middle boss, though? So if you go in with a full set of the buffs up, you actually do some good bit of damage. If and when Cryptic watch this and say, that's not what we intended, just leave it, okay? Just leave it. It's enjoyable. Let it go. Let people have fun. Oh, we want all three of them to attack you at the same time. It's like, well, just no. This is the original Neverwinter Online from, my god, 2013. It released on PC. I'm currently on PlayStation 5 because I made a very poor decision to invest resource into the PlayStation version. And yeah, it's currently been taken back over by the original Ultraman, Jack. And if we're lucky, he's going to fix it all right up, and you know we're gonna have a good time. And then if we're very super lucky, he won't create the classic server, and you know our entire population won't die.
Neverwinter, the original, came out in 2000.
Oh no! I don't mean in the sort of Baldur's God, was it? Yeah, Neverwinter Nights, the actual single player game. Yeah, this was the original MMO of Neverwinter, as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I mean Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Neverwinter Nights, Icewind Dale. Those are
online too.
Amazing games. Oh, so you're talking about Neverwinter Online. Are you sure 2000? I'm sure that came out like... Hang on. Let me get on the bloody internet.
No, the original, you can go online and join people's servers.
Oh, yeah. But it's not like an MMO, right? Yeah, no, because I...
in their world.
Yeah. I remember that. And then you could get... you could get hacks to make yourself level 40, and you get all these crazy abilities. And I'm not saying that I ever did that, but it was very, very obvious when someone was doing that. You start a campaign and suddenly they're like felting the field with meteors. Oh man, yeah. I miss the sort of proper CRPG days. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 coming out was just amazing.
I'm capped at 10,000 Thean research tokens. 400 pendants and 30 research tokens to make a key, haha. No, it wasn't. I mean, they had servers that were set up that way, like MO was quite legit.
That is a ridiculous amount of currency, man. You need to, if you're still farming that, you need to spend it. Come on, bro. Oh, so you're saying that there's literal, so it wasn't just like a peer-to-peer, it's like they set up servers in order for people to play together like that, as if it was like digital desktop.
Was quite impressed at those servers at how much work was put into M, because they were like a MO.
Oh, okay, bro. The only experience that I personally had back in those days was with like peer-to-peer, so like you join their game, they join your game. I didn't realise there was an actual
multiplayer. You join it and it showed a list and category of servers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, So I don't know if I'm misunderstanding or misremembering, but.
And you pick and you start over, or if they allow, would be able to use your single player char.
Okay. So it wasn't like a pure peer-to-peer connection. It was you register your character on this server, and then that is your character for this server. And like, did the character only live on that server? Like,
yes.
could you take the, so like you had to build up the character on that server, and it existed on that server. That sounds like well, not necessarily a like MMO in the traditional sense. Yes. Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily sound like MMO in the traditional sense, but
there were servers that would allow your single player character.
Oh, so you could kind of transfer it. Yeah, I mean, I might have missed that entire thing, because that sounds amazing. I miss the good old days of the discount MMO. It wasn't discount, man. It was like pioneering. Listen, the first proper MMO I ever discovered was Dark Ages of Camelot. And that blew my goddamn mind. That was my first experience ever in like a different digital world. It was, well, I just got straight up addicted to it, to be honest. But it was such an amazing game.
Oh no shit, for me it was Ultima Online.
Ultima, yeah. So, oh my god, that guy made out of like 5 polygons, that's me. I just connect so deeply on so many levels. I get it though. Ultima is oh man, yeah. Oh, what's the Eve? No, not Fuck. Was it Elven Quest? Was that the other one?
That was amazing. I didn't get into it till Warhammer Online came out.
Yeah. I feel like Warhammer Online kind of, well, it had a lot of promise, but it for me personally, it never captured the magic that was Dark Ages of the Camelot.
EverQuest.
That's the one, yeah. Fuck, I imagine that's still going, right? There's like some crazy hardcore fans of that one. Who just messaged me?
Yes.
Didn't they do an EverQuest 2? Did that?
Ultima Online is to a lot of old school private servers.
Do you know, I respect that. It's like, yes, I am aware. Man, I was following.
Yes, was kind of a flop.
Mythic Entertainment was the name, wasn't it? Did you ever see Camelot Unchained? That they were looking to, they did a Kickstarter, they did all this stuff, and it's been going on for like bloody God knows how long now, like nearly 10 years. Like one of my mates actually contributed to the Kickstarter, and
I was waiting for it.
If they are. It's like with the nostalgia, right? So
they closed that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. It's like, if everybody knew what happened with Camelot Unchained, they probably would never have given to Ashes. Like, sometimes they just take your money. Without giving you the game, I mean, we all play online games, and they will take your money. They will take your money, and they will give you nothing. But at least you had the game to begin with. Sometimes they'll just set up a goddamn Kickstarter, promise you a game, and give you fuck all.
I mean, Ashes was not bad, it was going the right direction.
Did you not see, though? Was it not the guy who said, okay, well, the board, unfortunately, has, kicked me out, and it turns out that he's the fucking board? No? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just like what I've heard. Unfortunately, the board of directors has gone in a direction that I can't agree with. And then you look at the board of directors and it's like, you are the board of directors? I mean, anyone can have like a personality break, I suppose.
They just grabbed everyone right. There's a lawsuit going on about publishing of games and taking them off markets even from people who paid.
Stop killing games. Yeah. That's what took Pirate Software down, if I remember correctly. Stop fucking bullying me! Sorry. Yes, yeah. What was it? Was it Ross from Accursed Farms or something? That is a good... the crazy thing is, we just let software companies get away with this for like decades. They're like, you don't own this, you license this. I was like, well, what? Why am I giving you money if I don't, The whole subscription model is just like, well, bullshit, really. It just gives it gives them an excuse to not give you the correct product, right? It's absolutely crazy. I mean, not to give away personal details about myself, but I'm a software developer myself, and if I
buy a book or music, it's yours.
Well, no, technically not. So if you buy a CD, they can't they can't like stop you from doing it, but the CD has the same bloody license, if I remember rightly. Not entirely sure about it, but yeah, but in both those instances, purely physical media, it's not like they can take it off you, right? And back what games used to be, right? You had a Nintendo cartridge, they may say that you're only licensing it or whatever, but it's not like they're going to come around to your house and fucking take it back from you. But They never.
But they can't take away the files from you. You have it in possession.
True, unless they somehow hack in. But yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's mostly come to head with like the streaming idea, right, or like the PlayStation Pass or the Xbox Pass. It's like, okay, this game's in your library. You don't own it though. We're allowing you to experience it or something.
Right.
Let's see what you can
I don't know. Well, I don't know how old you are, but I still remember back in the day when you'd get a VHS tape, and it would say on it, you'd have this big old thing like whatever your local authority establishment is. Piracy is a crime. You cannot. Da, 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 da.
We just give you access to the server. That's what the game is now.
Exactly that, right? But well, especially with the like Stop Killing Games initiative, all that was asking, as far as I'm aware of, is give us the ability to make, or don't make the code break if it's not on your proprietary server, right? So it's like just give us the ability to make this game continue happening. I don't see any problem with that. Well, not only do I not see any problem with that, I think like that's the way that it should bloody be. They need to stop put. Like I say, as a software developer myself, I am so sick to hell of them putting out just janky crap. Oh, we need to get this thing out in time. It's like, can we make sure that it's working before we do that? No, it'll be fine. We need to put it out for God's sake. There's only so much people will put up with, you know what I mean?
Time for another dance with death.
Here we go, boys.
All the new games are
Round
so trash
31.
these days, a lot of hype, then you don't hear about them after release.
100%. I mean, I went over to Throne and Liberty for a little while, and look, that was it was actually quite an enjoyable game, but there's clearly there was some disconnect between what Korea was doing and what Amazon were doing, and it. Oh my! Have I lost my buffs?
Very graphically beautiful, but that's it.
Well, no, I mean there was even like I quite enjoyed like the loot system. I think my buffs are gone. I'm getting absolutely annihilated. Yeah, graphically it was amazing. I mean the story was even quite good at the beginning, and the actual gameplay was janky as fuck though. It's like you can't have PvP where you can't bloody target someone. That's just
even Nintendo is lacking with content.
Yeah, Nintendo have been riding for a long time on just pure nostalgia. I've still got my 300% max. Alright, whatever the that mob boss is overpowered as fuck. Oh, come on! My Cirrus AP! Yeah, I mean, well, there's not that many studios anymore that will take a risk, right? I finally finished Final Fantasy VII. Was it Rebirth the other day? And I've got questions. I have questions. And then I went to Reddit and fuck, never go to Reddit if you've got questions. That was just
Yo, I'm in an sod queue right now. Why does everyone ask if I have Vortex?
Vortex is one
I still need
of...
to finish that.
Vortex is one of the most powerful
Both
mounts we've got these
expansion
days. Let's have a look at... Twice Pale Alder is the name of the thing. It's one of the most powerful ones because it's an AoE debuff. It's crazy fucking expensive though, Jay. So I mean, don't spend like 15 mil on it or whatever. But it is a very good one, and it AoE debuffs. So when you go downstairs and you throw your thing, all those mobs also get the debuff. So with Final Fantasy VII, I've been near the end of completing it for like over a It's so busy doing stuff in Neverwinter that I can't even bloody complete the game that I want to complete. I loved the first game. I loved Final Fantasy VII was my first, pretty much my first proper RPG experience. I mean, I think the nearest thing I played to an RPG before that was like Monkey Island. And Monkey Island, very, very good game as well, by the way, before LucasArts went to the shit. But I played Final Fantasy VII inside and out, man. I once did a thing where I got up to level 99 before I left the goddamn first reactor, which really spoiled the rest of the game. I went down in the submarine using the morph until I could get all of their strength stats, like defense stats, up to 255. I played the ever-loving fuck out of that game. And I still don't know about like the remake and stuff. It's like I know they've gone for like an action RPG sort of thing. I don't know whether or not I like it yet. But they're not just trampling on it, right? It's not like a lot of modern remakes where they're just like fuck everybody, give us money. It's they're clearly, they've at least put some effort, time, and thought into it. And listen, I am not too much of a man to admit that I cried my fucking eyes out in Final Fantasy VII, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if they're changing that, they need to do it well, okay? Hang on, who asked me? Oh my god, I got completely distracted. Someone just asked me for a share screen, didn't they? Okay. Let's go get Killer's share screen. Wait, but I'm streaming. Ah, whatever. Bear with me.
The crowd demands carnage!
Okay, so chat might get a little bit weird because I'm going to probably be talking to this guy and you guys at the same time, so just bear with me. Yo, I am streaming, so if I start saying weird stuff, I'm probably responding to the chat rather than you, but share screens up if you want to see. How you doing, brother? Wow, my first live stream for a few months.
We all crave a little
No, I'm pretty sure I've got it so that your voice doesn't come through. So, you know, no racial slurs, no. What did you just call me?
What incarnation, haha.
What intonation? What are the pants? Which pants? Oh, the combat. Yeah, the ones that give you the combat advantage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Story of my life, man. I've got pants, but not the right ones. Yes. Oh, the crit severity ones, was it? Or was there another set of combat advantage ones? It's either going to be those crit set pants, or it'll be a similar level of stats that you get from the pants. Maybe. Bastard. Not you, not you, not you. Go on. It's okay. I've got this. Okay. Yeah, we cooking, bro. We cooking. Hang on. Let me kill these bosses, and then I will look at my pants. You know, usually I'm just doing this on my own. I'm not streaming. I'm not talking to anyone, and it's fine. And everybody's watching. Get my fucking ass kicked. And sorry, everybody on stream, if it sounds like I'm talking nonsense. No, I'm actually in chat with a friend, so that's why sometimes what I'm saying doesn't match up to what you guys are saying. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, this is with the 100% damage boost as well, right? So the scaling is definitely off. And it feels a bit unfair that there's like 3 bosses in one sometimes, you know what I mean? But you know, I got this, I got this, I got this. Mary's got this. You can't kill me, motherfucker. And that's how you get to round 32. Yeah, Lycera gets absolutely useless when you get to this point. Well, not like... more like... Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of around 25, yeah. Certainly less and less useful as you get up the rounds. So we're talking about... Oh my god, I can't even see my... This is my arena build. So this is my arena build. We got no raptor, we got no nothing. We are on our own. We are relying on stats that we get from the actual rounds. No, we can't do shit. And I am billing myself as the man who does not wait for the stacks to clear, but since we're just having a little chat. So I can't remember the exact thing, but you could probably do these 9% crit set ones. Yeah, I think those are near sort of comparable ones. I bet there's a build for that crit strike and power one as well. Okay. Oh my god. No, I'm the streamer who does not wait around for 5 minutes to clear his death strikes. Okay. Easy round 32. Of course, if a dragon comes up, or that fairy bastard, all bets are off. Okay, I'm going to switch to the... AoE power sets. Okay. Watch closely, everybody. So the AoE power set, of course, incorporates the Curse Bite. But unfortunately, it does not incorporate the Vampiric Embrace, which would have been very useful right there. Curse Bite on a Warlock is absolutely just disgustingly powerful, especially if you combine it with Soul Siphon. So like I have my AoE loadout for MSH is all about the Curse Bite. So if I was playing a bit more smart at this point, what I would do is change Killing Flames for Vampiric Embrace. Or if I'd got lucky enough to get multiple movement speed hits, then I wouldn't even need to dodge around this much. Movement speed is insanely powerful. Mostly because they're trying to kill me at the minute, bro. Ah, dragon! Okay, so I'm about to get my ass handed to me. You can't swap builds, so I just swapped my power set back. But I am going to get fucked by this dragon. Alright guys, I'm just mentally preparing myself for this. Oh, MSH invite. Jay, if you're still there, Jay, if you're still there, do you really, really want to see the tank thing right now, or can I join this MSH queue?
Hell yeah, I'm here.
Do you really, really want to see the tank thing right now, or you good for me going doing some MSH? Like that, right? Fuck am I supposed to do about that? Oh, I did say earlier, okay, the strategy for dragons is you need to be about here at all times, just under the wing here. That will stop them from hitting you, but you can't do fuck all about the bleed effect that they've now decided that dragons need to have.
I'm in and SOD champ, you can go ahead and run MSH.
Thank you, brother.
I'm enjoying the stream while running SOD. Smiling face with sunglasses.
You're a good man, Joe. Respect. What the
Is there anything good from these Time Aura boxes that are dropping ATM?
Depends what level of the game you're in, RP man. Generally, not really. They're very good. Well, not even very good. You can get some good refinement from it. You can get some good crafting resources from it. But if you're thinking in terms of I want to make a lot of AD or this is going to really help my character, then no, not so much, unfortunately. But if you do it long enough and save enough stuff, you know. I've got 384 bags. Shut up. Look at that. I just don't have them at the end. I should never have made my buff bag an 84 bag though. That's just made it really awkward to do stuff. Might as well do our Saint, yeah. So, everybody, if you solo this every day up to round 30 to 35, you will start getting quite a lot of this currency. And then you can buy one of these, or you can buy all these. And I've bought hundreds of these packs, and I tell you, I've not had a single one of these bloody artifacts. So I think you're better off just buying the artifact, unless you are significantly luckier than I am. Here you go, Jay. They're making me do one MSH and then MSOD, so we might be MSODing at the same time, brother. Sorry, bro. MSH requires slightly different settings. Ferocity. So, I am still streaming, but the way that you look at it, so The reason why Providence was so strong in MSOD was because of the constant dot that was happening on every single player. So the amount of times that it had to proc was just off the charts.
We just wiped main. A DPS slipped on a banana peel and fell onto the Mithila.
Oh shit,
Face
Jay.
with tears of joy.
That's been happening quite a lot recently. So the reason why Providence works so well in MSOD was because of the fact that everyone was getting hit all the time. Providence still kind of works in MSH, but it's not being procced as much. So Ferocity works better in there, and the reason why I've taken the Golden Lion off of the utility power for MSH is because you get more benefit from having that static 9%, because you don't know, over the course of like many runs, you're going to average out at a higher value by having the static 9% combat advantage, because you don't know if you will always have. Yeah, so usually we get the 16% from Tutor, Flappy, Porto, and X amount of other things, but you can't guarantee that. So what you need to do is have your combat advantage at a certain level, or at least you'll get more benefit from having your combat advantage. Sometimes you might get like a lucky, amazingly perfect run, and then the Golden Lion will be so much better than the combat advantage, but you can't guarantee that. If that makes sense. That's how it works, yeah. Oh, you have this thing, have more of the thing. Ferocity. I don't even know what to put in that slot now. I'll try that one. What do you say? Night Flame Tutor. Alright, 2 minutes. I will be back in 2 minutes. Two minutes, guys.
Was that your best attempt? Let's try it again. Some things you learn from books, others you learn from actions. Was that your best attempt? Let's try it again.
Okay, here we go. Let me show you how to Warlock. First step is to put a health stone in. There we go. You watching? So this is the single target setup I use for trials in general. Trial commencing, gotta go. Okay, so fire is absolutely goddamn awful for a Warlock.
Just wiped again. Had 3 odds knock me completely off and everybody left, haha. So I said GGSI.
Jay, if only you could transfer your account to PlayStation, brother. I'd love to do some MSOD run to you. So, on the red boss, there is a specific perfect time to throw. So when he does his arm like that, he's going to do one or a double set of clones. This one is a single set, it looks like. So what he will end up doing will be another hand up. That is his second hand up. So after he's done 2 sets of clones, he goes into a sort of lull phase. So what we do is we pop our artifacts when he goes into that lull phase, and then you get a nice big damage window, instead of ending up throwing all your crap on clones. And don't judge me on my damage, okay? I'm on red. Red is not good for Warlocks. I'm not even going to look at the damage board. Screw you guys. But this is this Warlock build now is several streaks beyond the last Warlock damage build I put out. Damage wise, I mean, my current tank build is several several thoughts beyond where my previous tank build was, but it is certainly, it's nowhere. It's significantly less tanky for like more group benefit, but I'm generally hesitant about putting out builds that will make tanks die more. Because it makes me look like I'm giving people like bad advice, right? But the latest tank build is crazy, crazy useful in groups at least. Okay, I'm glad we're on red actually, because what a lot of people don't realise, and I'll talk about it more when we get there, is that there is a just inherently safe spot during the mob phase. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I'm not even on the fucking board! I told you I wasn't going to look. So, you can be utterly and completely safe on red phase if you just stand in the goddamn lava. These mobs cannot get into the lava. So, as you're running around, as long as you've got this red buff on you, you don't get damaged by the lava, and you can stand in the lava and just kill the crap out of them. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The mobs can't come in the lava. But also, if you are standing in the lava when your buff runs out, you're going to get fucked. So you've got to be aware of the situation that you're in. Oh, also, you get the person who gets the, what do you even call it? Like, the person who gets the tokens to reset the timer is whoever's closest to the mobs when they die. So you can't just stand over here and then just get stuff. You need to actually be, you or somebody else needs to be reasonably close to them to get the reset value, if that makes sense. Listen, you ask, I will provide. But you didn't even ask for that one. That's a freebie. Listen, there's so much knowledge. So much knowledge. All you need to do is ask. I know, right? Listen, never held that out. I've never intentionally not told anybody that. That is just no. Nobody asked. Right? I just assumed you knew. As you're getting repeatedly killed by the mobs outside of this place where I'm standing very safely, yeah. So hey, do you want to know a secret? Oh man, look, sorry guys on stream, I'm not playing very well today. I'm just basically phoning it in. Damage wise. Obviously doing quite a good job of not dying. Do you know what? Looking at the at-wills is the most fucking annoying thing on the Warlock that this thing can do. Shame on not healing. I enjoy that more, to be perfectly honest. How's your healer doing, man? I'm talking to you, yeah. Sorry, bro. Good going, man. Did you have the demon mode on? Yeah. So one of the best things you can do for your tanks in here is run a demon ward, and that allows the tank to then run a greater demon ward or some other form of demon ward, and then what you end up with is a 20% damage reduction on the tank and a 10% damage reduction on everybody else. On the healer, yeah. On the healer, I 100% run it, and then I run the other one on the tank. So yes, yeah. So the one that you get from the stronghold, if you run it on the healer, when the healer heals, it transfers it to everybody in the party, which is why the tank doesn't need to run it, because it activates when whoever has it gets hit. So what the? I still have big anger at this game with the fucking lag. You don't need double precision on a healer, brother. Come on. We don't need Devil's Precision.
Yeah man, I wish this game was crossplay. I can't get a solid group, haha.
Story of everyone's life, Jay. It's very, very difficult to get a good group unless you are something like a member of Dreadnoughts. Shout out my PlayStation guys. I believe, if I remember rightly, on the healer I run a Demon Ward and one of those AP ones. I'd have to check. Well, not because I need the action points or anything, just because I feel like I should wear something. Oh, what the fuck?
What is death but fear realized?
Wait, did anyone say what side I'm supposed to go to? Yeah, so if anyone's watching on stream, always follow your tank in this situation. Sometimes your tank is an asshole who runs a bubble away from you and you can't do... Only joking, Sweaty. Love you, really. Give me the fucking bubble. So the easiest side to sort of run through is the green side. The red side is more difficult because there's generally more traps. Unless you did green last, and then all the like field effects are still on there. Like I said, a little bit hairy. But if you manage to get
so this
past
is
that
what
point,
it looks like from a DPS POV in the maze. People
yes.
always said I run too fast, which is true cause I have 90% movement SP.
Only 90, Jay? Come on, bro. You're slacking. But yeah, it's like, stop, please, no, please. Yeah, the panic is real, my friend. The panic is real.
I guess I have extra movement speed because I'm a colored brother. So I take baby steps
Fuck off,
in the
Jay.
maze now. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's why you can run fast, bro. Shut up. Whatever. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Right now, the reason why I run this is, well, I don't need the dust, so it's just like, can I get some like extra celestial essence or something? You know what I mean? I've. Yeah, where are we? What we got? Diamond. Okay, yeah. So we've got 356 dust on this one, and then I think the tank's got about the same amount. And I mean, it's gonna sit there until I need it for something, right? Because I've done three tunes. I've done the wizard. Well, technically 4 tunes, I suppose. Done the wizard, the tank, and the warlock. But the warlock is both a DPS and a healer. So for anyone who's watching, always have a wizard. There's no point at which a wizard has not been useful. Okay, that's the AoE setup. This is the actual single target setup. So the reason for this power setup is because it saves you from needing to use a at will during an artifact call. So obviously you start with the at will, and then you go for the Haddar's Grasp, and then that removes the curse that the at will put on, and then you do the Killing Flames. Killing Flames applies curse, and then Vampiric Embrace rips curse again. So you can go square, triangle, circle, full rotation, R1, pop your daily, and then you go triangle, circle, R1 again, and then you can basically get through multiple encounter rotations without needing to actually do your at will, and then you make up the damage with the Curse Bite removal, Departing Blasphemy. And look, I'm not by any means or stretches like a good fucking Warlock DPS. Not at all. But I'm not shit. Are we done? Are we done? No, not you, man. I'm wondering whether this queue is done. Man, interrupting my streak up to 100 in the arena to do 1 MSH is a bit weak. I'm sure I was going to have it this time, Kill. You know what I mean? We were going to do it. Okay, so for the benefit of the stream, guys, this new fit that we got, this is what I always wanted Merrilocks to look like. Okay. So previously we were using this. Where is it? Oh my god, where is it? We had another version of this spider armor, basically. Oh, that's it. The Life Silk Spinneret. Which, you know, looks cool. Does look cool. Looks very, very cool. But it doesn't look like Merrilocks Ruinous, right? This is like Merrilocks Super Saiyan Stage 2, you know? Power. Okay. That is done. There was mentions of MSOD, but that doesn't appear to be happening.
Build.
Gangster build indeed. Let's jump into a random group, shall we? Hang on. And it also looks good on the healer. Look at that. What the fuck? Let's jump into a random group and see what they want us to do. Because why not? Oh. Or let's go and tank some M-Sod. Did you just ask me if I needed a healer, bro? No. I get you. Alright, guys, we're going through the entire toolkit today. Let me show you such a jacked tank build that even I am not entirely happy with it. And the only reason it works is the celestial weapons. So very jacked. Well, let's go. And to the stream, listen, this Mary Lord has the most balls. The most balls. I don't think he can get any more balls than this, okay? He's got the floaty balls, he's got the floaty eyeballs, he's got the steppy balls, okay? So this dev team is absolutely obsessed with balls.
I feel like I'm chilling as a tank when I have a Warlock, bard or cleric healer.
True.
People told me I'm easy to heal H.
The best compliment you can get from a healer is that they don't need to heal you, brother. Yes, 100%. Jay, did you ever see the Immortal Fighter series of builds that I did? They were... they're my favourite. Of course, that did lead Gus into this whole we don't need healers campaign, which I don't agree with. But, you know, in a situation where you don't necessarily have the best healers, it's very, very good to be able to just not die. Be immortal. Don't be killable. Let's go M-Sod Ballbreaker build. This is a build around the Apocalypse set. It has very high crit strike. And it procs as good as anybody else running it. So there was a time where I said, you know, there's no point in a tank running the Apoc set because they're never going to be able to proc it, but...
Yeah, Immortal Fighter, when you went in solo and survived through the wild hard. And when you were showing us viewers how to tank MSH.
Damn right. Oh man, I mean that's the stuff that I really enjoy doing, right? I know everybody wants like, oh, I want a build to do this thing and that thing, and like personally, I just want to go in and see if like if I had the DPS, could I do it? Oh man, that was so fun. That's the war cry. You can't kill Mary. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so this is a build based around the Apocalypse set.
I watched the Apocalyptic Ball Breaker one too, that was solid.
Oh man, I had such a fun time making this build. The one that I didn't actually release is the Blue Ball build. So this one was based around the Vistani and the Grace. This one was a lot of fun. But oh man, the amount of time I spent in MSOD, it was just nice to be able to finally like fight back against those fucking balls. So all these guys probably don't know that I'm streaming, but let me tell you, every one of these is a Dreadnoks member. Well, apart from Sam. Well, no, technically Sam is a Dreadnoks member as well. Every single one of these dudes is just a ridiculously good player. Much better than me in any class, generally. Absolutely love these guys. But nobody, not a single person in this guild or this queue has as many balls as Mary does, okay? To get this many balls, you need you need the MTOS full challenge completion, and you need the Zemnid full challenge completion, and then you can have as many balls as Mary. Does anybody else feel like the game's been weirdly lagging recently? Like, I was in MSOD yesterday and I was pressing buttons, but
I wear the MSH helm, MDWP chest piece, ash arms, new weapons, and the rugged boots for ghosted. What are running on back page?
Which back page? This back page. So, oh, or do you mean this back page? Which page do you mean, Jay? Tell me. So obviously this build is just like jacked to hell because all
Everything.
it's doing is basically everything doesn't narrow it down. God damn it, man. So for MSOD in particular, the actual better boots for MSOD are oh my god, where are they? These ones, the Greaves of the Undying Doctrine. These are the best boots for MSOD. Because these boots will allow you, with a rejuvenation potion, to basically, obviously you're a tank, you're taking a rune, you can go off on your own, you can basically be completely isolated on your own downstairs and survive just on the fact that you've got these boots, the helm that I'm wearing, and a rejuvenation potion. I don't really wear them in fact, I don't know why I don't wear them in there. But, well, basically because I've got more of a chance of being just, like, erased if I don't wear these ones that boost your HP. But as a point of fact, these Greaves of the Unbroken Doctrine are actually significantly better in there for a tank. If you have issues where that dot is killing you, put these boots on, you'll have a much better time. And these are the arms I was talking about, Jay. So these ones are not necessarily difficult to get, but it will take you a while to get them generally, just from farming. But I think these are the only actual full-on debuff arms that we've got. And that partial paralysis is so useful in so many different situations because it will... You can do like a line breaker and it will apply partial paralysis to multiple targets. and I'm putting my foot down.
What about your companion and insignia bonuses?
Oh my god, my collar isn't even... How long have I... Alright, bear with me. I have not even got my full fucking collar set on. Undead Lion, okay. That's annoying me. Necrotic Roar.
Haha, take your time, main.
Thank you, Jay. It's that outgoing healing collar every bloody time, I swear. There it is. I'll tell you a story. I once went into I can't remember. It might have been MSOD actually. Into a dungeon. I'm going through, and I'm getting like just my ass absolutely handed to me. And I check my build afterwards. I'm like, I don't have my collars on. Like, what the f... So, oh, well, that explains that one. There we go. Okay, as I keep saying in my build videos, the most powerful combination of things that you can possibly have on a tank is Champion's Return and Lionheart's Preservation. Those two have just such an incredible interaction, especially if you're trying to do some form of an Immortal Fighter build. Those will save your goddamn life. Those will give you just enough HP or just enough stamina for you to recover or for your healer to give you something, or if you've got no healer at all. These were the two that allow me to play well enough to then recover my stamina or HP or whatever. So Spiteful Hex now, whatever defense companion you're using, you can probably drop like 4.5% defense in order to wear Spiteful Hex. And movement speed is king, always.
Right now I'm running Knight's Condemnation, 2 Guardian Spirits, a Lionheart and a Champion. Do I really need Knight's Condemnation?
No, sack it off. Sack it off. Put Gladiator's Guile on. The self-heal that you get from Knights... when does Knights triggers from when you get damaged by combat advantage, if I remember correctly. So for MSOD, not particularly useful. Potentially useful for other situations, but... No, I'd go Gladiator's Guile. So remember... Your stamina is basically an extra HP pool, yeah? So, well, if you play like me, and you actually use your shield, that entire blue bar there, that's the only thing that should go down, okay? That is your regenerable HP pool. The only time you let your actual HP go down is when you're regenerating that bar. So, whilst Knight's Condemnation, if we're going for like a pure Immortal Fighter build, there is a place for that, certainly, but there's not much to be gained by sort of half-arsing between the two things. So if you go Immortal Fighter build, then you go Immortal Fighter build. There's no point in having like a half-arsed sort of self-heal thingy. saying that this shirt in MSOD in particular is very, very useful. This one rather than the deflect one. So like the Immortal Fighter build is kind of built around the fact that you deflect and then you trigger self heals and then blah 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 blah. You've got like 5 different sources of self heals, which is why the previous deflect shirt, wherever it is, was very useful. God knows. Anyway, there's a deflect shirt somewhere that gives you HP. And that's the one I was previously using. But the need to be the Immortal Fighter basically comes from whether or not your healers are skilled enough to keep you alive. So when you start getting up to like the very end echelons of the end game, your healers are going to be very, very good. So the reason why that Immortal Fighter build came around is because I was not at... Well, for starters, right, the reason why I knew how to build that was because I had some very not good healers as I was playing this game. And the reason why it got sort of advertised was because Gus decided that, hey, let's do a no healer run. And I'm like, well, I kind of feel like I've done a lot of those anyway. Yeah. So there's never going to be one size fits all build, right? I've still got my goddamn Immortal Fighter loadout in here, but there you go. Yeah. So it's still there, but right now it's not appropriate for the current content. But hopefully we'll have a dungeon next, right? Hopefully we'll have a dungeon next, and then I can reinvigorate and revamp the Immortal Fighter build.
To me, the weary and burdened, I will give you rest.
So a lot of you may not know. Oh, look at that 2.5 mil ear shaker. Fuck yes. Listen, I'm a big fan of the ear shaker, okay? It's an AoE stun and it does a fuck ton of damage. I absolutely love it. And because we run the ball breaker build, we can actually kill these fucking boss. Uh-oh. Danger, danger. Oh no, we're good, we're good. Oh my god. Okay, don't do that. Don't randomly throw a bloody phalanx. I've already popped KB, get downstairs. Oh, come on.
Haha, phalanx jump scurry.
Shub Shay. I know what I did. And that is I, the big face in the sky, the pretty lady in the sky is an I. So the best thing to do if you happen to be pulling these bosses is do not pull them adjacent with one of these runes, because your DPS are probably a bit stupid and they will jump on it because that's what DPS do. Speaking as a DPS myself, the best thing that you can possibly do as a tank is make sure that your DPS are nowhere near anything that's dangerous for them or to them, because they will find some way to kill themselves and potentially wipe the group. Oh, also, everybody, this platform, stand at the end of the bottom platform, and then it's much easier to jump up to the next platform. Okay? Kept meaning to do a video about that, but never got around to it. You don't need to try to land on the tiny little narrow bit.
By his hand, my salvation. Fear me.
Okay, so for those joining late or who aren't aware, this is basically my Dreadnoks, guys. And this is just a normal run. We're not trying to do anything special here, we're just, well, we're just killing shit, right?
Dollar so isis natok.
Yo, how's it going, brother? What did you do? Oh. Stormy's one of the greatest guys in this game, my friend. Yeah, I was just on the stream. This is like basically Dreadnoks, just casual run rather than like super sweat run.
Break their little bones.
Oh my god, I did not even look at what rune I am. Okay. So this is the problem that I always use that I still have with tanking this. Like I just kind of get distracted and or bored and or start falling asleep. But luckily, as long as I'm put on rune 1, I run around again to the point where I can see the rune again. Water. Listen. I'm Mary, okay? I'll do what I want. Oh, that's funny. What if you watch this back? Oh, I won't say it. In MSH, yeah, I insist on it. Nah, don't need an MSOD.
Which class is the top DPS? D.
Which class is the top DPS? Bard. Bard is utterly broken as fuck. No other DPS can beat a good Bard DPS. Okay, it's a mechanical issue. There's certain content where like a Warlock might beat him, say like in MSH, but in a actual place where the resets aren't going weird or anything else, the pure damage potential of the Bard is just unbeatable. I mean, it's literally it's broken in the code. So thank you for asking. But yeah, but Bard, 100%. If you're talking about some like classes that aren't completely fucking broken, Warlock's doing very well at the minute. Ranger's doing very well at the minute. Rogue is still incredibly strong if you get the right setup for it. Like Shadow of Demise is... Tio's amazing. Tio's a very good rogue, yeah. Nope, I am towers. Yeah, I was just thinking how like funny this dungeon is.
I use another power slot for basement phase. Using Anvil KV and Enforced Threat to hold aggro. Tide of Iron 2.
For MSH, that completely makes sense, Jay. You don't really need that for this one. But yeah, you got to make sure that you hit Tide of Iron as well before you start doing your threat pulling stuff. Listen. Listen. I'm in tank. I know where to stand, okay? I am kind of stuffing on his toes, yeah. No, he's right to As a relatively inexperienced tank, I am sort of stressing him, yeah. Funny though. Listen, he's taken to tanking like a, yeah, like a G. He's amazing. Well, it's not like tanking's ever been that hard, right? It's just people don't fucking do it. But, tell me about it. Listen, I want my Celestial. Who's the new player? Jeez. It's not about needing stuff, man. It's not about needing stuff. Well, basically just Celestial. Well, I'm basically just helping the guild, right? But I did. No, because I don't care about the collection. But I did notice the other day. Okay, so I was helping to deal with some challenges, and I noticed that I don't even have the goddamn tank helm piece.
Or sell it.
No. Well, no, I could find a build to put it in, probably. Like as far as insignias versus dust goes, it's gonna. If all you're doing is tanking and you've got a full set of Celestial, then you might as well sell it, man. It's going to depend on your personal AD situation versus your perceived need to upgrade stuff in the future, right? There's a lot of people making a lot of money selling mythics at the minute, but
the mounts that I see in builds for Warlocks and tanks with preferred insignia seem to be no longer available or expensive on R.
That is a potential issue. A lot of them were lockbox drops.
Oh man, I won't have my insignia Celestial until I'm 90 years old, haha. I still got 8, I gotta upgrade to Mythic.
You'll get there, Jay. As for preferred mounts, it's yeah. Those can run to expensive situations. Most of them are still available via Lockbox or via like the Zen store, but for a DPS, all you really need is like a tunnel vision or a frog, and then for support, you do kind of need to have a wider variety of stuff. But I mean, as long as the other support have the stuff to cover you, you should be okay. But yeah, that particular element of the game is quite expensive. Especially when it comes to like the auras, like pack tactics and stuff. I still don't have a dragon chicken, and I won't buy one. I refuse to, because I feel like that was a gamble too far. But we're coming up to a few events where it's going to be very easy to get insignia dust, at least. The Jubilee followed by the Summerfest. That's a very good place to pick up dust. I think particularly the Jubilee, if they keep the Jubilee the same as it has been for the last couple of years, then you can get legendary insignias from running the Jubilee. And there's like entire AFK farm chains that go on, which don't necessarily approve of, but it is a way to get your stuff. Oh, so while you're down here, you can press L3 to throw your shield up, and then your AP will just keep ticking up. Good thing about a tank. And what we've got right there is a window, so we are Rune 1, Hyper 1, so we will go and take the window. Window, window, window. Is anybody out there still struggling to jump up these platforms? Let me know.
My Lord is my light. By his hand, my salvation.
And in case you're wondering, the reason why we stand here is because at the very beginning of the phase, the scorpions don't quite kick in, so we put a tank over here to make sure that DPS have combat advantage at the beginning of the phase. So we actually recently did a speed run of this, and we managed to complete it in, I think, around 8 minutes, which, you know, is pretty good going. That was with actually a solo healer in Vinci, absolutely incredible player. Another Dreadnoks member. Right now, I've been thinking about different ways to use solo tank MG on. In a way that looks good, rather than a complete shit show, right? I know it can be done, I'm just wondering, can it be done in such a way that it looks good? Remember, if you have any questions about how to do this, just ask. I do not keep secrets, apart from the secrets that I keep. So we actually ran into the wall bug yesterday, and it was when we were doing a 60-second challenge, and it was incredibly heartbreaking. I have no idea what triggers that bug, but it always seems to happen at the worst possible time. And for those of you who don't know, it's you're stood behind the wall, and then everybody just dies for no perceivable reason.
Embrace. Together, we bask in the glory of our new lord.
Oh no, tank died. No worries, brother. Catch you soon.
I'm 400 diamonds off a legendary insignia. These Neverwinter bills expensive. Lord Neverember charging me 100k for my light bill.
100%, brother. But I feel like it's worth everybody remembering, like, 400k AD is just like 4 days of refining, so... It seems crazy. It seems like a crazy amount of stuff. And it kind of is, I suppose, but... If you play for a year, you can have, like, 36 mil at the end of the year, right? Provided that you get your 100k every day. And that is window.
What fun this is!
You know, I still quite enjoy this trial. It's a shame there aren't any rerolls on the chests, but it was an interesting one to learn. You'll still see in zone chat and places like, need somebody who knows runes on one of the support roles. So if you make that you, if you make you the person who knows that, then you will get more runs. Maybe, I mean, you can know the runes and still just be terrible at the trials, so, you know, take that with a pinch of salt.
Heed me! My strength wanes! Strike me down!
So the first hypo in here is the most important one, because we're doing it with the tick and without any like debuff support from the artifacts. There we go.
My lord, till later.
So this build is probably going to look pretty jacked up by the usual standards I put on YouTube, but it's more than capable of surviving this. And you know, it's kind of fun as well. It's nice to kill some of those bulls sometimes. Look at those monsters. Alright guys, I'll probably do this next one and then close down the stream. So if you've got any questions that you want to ask before that point, let me know. I'm not I'm not really streaming regularly at the minute, unfortunately. Yeah, so ask away. I mean, there's not really enough happening in the game at the minute for me to be streaming more, if you get me, so...
You're ending the stream.
Not yet, not yet. I'll do another run, and then, yeah. We've been going for a few hours. It's just... I feel like I'm boring you guys because there's not really anything happening in the game, do you get me? It's like, oh, Mary's tanking this thing again. Oh, great. But as always, you know, if you want to know anything about the builds and stuff.
To stop by. I'm having fun watching, learning what I can from these trials. I made a Warlock too.
Very cool. Very cool. Warlocks are fun. Warlocks are fun. And they can do very big damage, but hard work as well. How much fun are you having playing your Warlock then? Where is it? You know, what level are you playing at?
Well, it's a bank character. Fun running random queues with him, and I don't plan on being end or mid game with him, haha. Got some gear from Rue.
That's fair, man. That's fair. So going into the deep Mary lore, my very first character was a ranger
Got
called
gear from running on my tank.
Yeah, it's amazing when they aren't character bound, right? You can actually kit out your other scenes. Yeah, so deep Mary lore is that I was originally a ranger, okay? An actual ranger called Actual Merrillo. And then I took a big old break, and then I came back, and I became a warlock. And I was a warlock DPS, but I then became a warlock healer, and basically I was maining warlock healer for a long time. And then I started a tank as a little side project, and listen guys, if you ever start a tank and you get known for being a decent tank, you're going to be a tank for a long, 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 long time, okay? But yeah, that's the deep lore, man. I didn't even start tanking until like I think 2021 or something. Certainly a long time after I did everything else. And the Immortal Fighter build came around because I was running with just some of the worst fucking healers you could possibly imagine. I had to be immortal to survive, guys. Do you get me?
Honestly, the single target shields on your Soul Savior build is insane. I saw you covered the tank's HP bar. I tried that and did a little B.
I absolutely love that healer build, man. Well, it kind of makes you question healers though, because it's like, I don't know. I don't know what healers are doing these days, guys.
The shield on my healer, haha.
But it's not. So like it. To do that is not all that difficult. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a crazy feat to achieve. I'm kind of like, why have we lowered the standard for our healers so far that we just like let them do the bare minimum? I don't know. I'm not attacking healers. I love healers. I am a healer, but I don't know. Maybe I've just run with I ran with good healers recently, but when I first started, not so good. We're gonna die! Oh no! Fuck. Guys, the Immortal Fighter died. Don't tell anyone. I mean, contrary to popular opinion, I do occasionally die. Contrary to my own advertising, I do occasionally die. But I wouldn't have died if I had those healing boots on, you know? Incoming healing boots. Oh, I mean, and for everybody who missed the video, I think I was one of the first people to get the Breakthrough Shackles achievement on this, so Merrilord is an official Breaker of Shackles, by the way. Happened quite a while ago. Look at that. That's what I've done.
I used to play to impress other people on my tank. Like when I survived my first MSH-10A hypo in the maze, haha. Now I
Nice.
just show up and hand.
It's a lot more chill. It's a lot more chill when you do that, man. Yeah. You get to a certain point, and you're like, I don't need to prove anything to you. Do you get me? I'm just gonna play my game. I ain't got shit to prove. We cool. Although it has bit me out in the ass a few times because obviously sometimes new content
Facts
drops.
on that. I know what you mean. Now I just show up and handle business. I used to be a people pleaser in real life too, hoping people W.
Oh, bro, yeah, no, I've been there, man. Yeah. People will take everything you're prepared to give them, my friend. So at some point you gotta draw your own lines, right? What was I saying? That's what I was saying. So obviously sometimes new content drops, and if people just sometimes people just assume that you know how to do shit. I get that more often than I like to admit. So people are like, will you join this run? I'm like, and this is brand new content, bear in mind. I'm like, I don't really know how to do that content. I'm like,
Hell yeah,
I'll be fine.
boundaries.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm like, so far it usually is fine, but I'm also like, you know, usually it's like I go and I'm like, okay, I'll show you exactly what to do. I'll tell you what we need to do. But when the new content drops, it's like, Mary, come and do this thing. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I usually pick it up pretty quickly though, 'cause God, if only if I was streaming while we're doing those MGR things back in the day. So the funny thing is, right, obviously the way that
I went in MSH solo for my first time last month. Got absolutely squashed like a bug my first tank buster, haha.
that's how you
The
learn though,
rest
brother,
felt
right?
lame.
That's how you learn. I did not I kept going in and I kept getting my ass absolutely handed to me. I'm like, I need to go in there and just figure out what the fuck's going on. So I go in solo and I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it now. And then I made a video and I told all you guys. So but yeah, don't end up. If you wanna practice tanking, just go in and tank it, right? You know, especially if it's just like timing of tank busters and shit. I mean, you can't do it in something like MDM or whatever, but something like MSH, and you just want to learn how a boss's mechanics go, just go in there and tank it. I mean, you won't. Technically, you are capable of surviving, you know, but the most important point is just go in there and get familiar with the mechanics, right? Don't make your learning experience the DPS's learning experience, right? You can go in there, you can learn the mechanics, and then all you really need to sort of deal with is like, how the fuck do I hold the aggro? Because those DPS be slapping. I am interested to know, actually, does anybody know of any cooler spear than the one that I'm currently running, which is the Ebonized Spear from Undermountain? And before we get into it, I don't believe that the Trident from Crown of Eldragon is cooler, so...
Facts, I learned my own aggro rotation too. Earthshaker is solid, but I see the DPS bar go green off Manticore, and a few seconds later every...
Well, that's why you do the Earthshaker and the Manticore, right? Did you not see the 2 point bloody whatever mil Earthshaker I did in here? No, I mean, I'm one of those I'm one of those fighter tanks who rarely, if ever, uses determination. So I try to always keep a slot for Earthshaker. What, GG Deathless? Ah, not quite Deathless, nearly. I'll tell you what, they're doing one more. We'll keep the stream going for one more.
A few seconds later everybody's orange, and yeah, I saw the Earthshaker. I used determination for green boss, and the 10A in the maze.
Jay, you gotta stop being afraid, brother. No, listen, I'm pretty sure the only way to get on that bloody tank leaderboard is to use determination and then just sit in every bloody meteor that you find. Like, I can't get on the tank leaderboard because I dodged the mechanics, right? Not that I'm asked about the leaderboard, okay? You know, I'm not that kind of guy, but... Funny stuff, man. Retro, bags full.
Do you need supplies?
Now you may be thinking, oh my god, guild marks, but I happen to farm the old bronze with lumber, so I have no fear for guild marks. Okay.
To me, the weary and burdened, I will give you rest.
Interesting thing for any tanks, for any fighter tanks at least. If you use your... Is it R3? No. If you use your L3 shield, you actually get pushed back less there than you do if you dig in. Something that I noticed a little while ago. Not that it makes much of a difference. But then you can get into some pretty advanced strategies with this if you want to go like full ball breaker. So you've got your ability to retaliate. When she does that swipe and that pushback, you can actually sit yourself in a ball And then when you get pushed back, the retaliate triggers on the ball.
Left stick shield on the yell.
There we go. Boom. Retaliate triggers, and then it'll hit the balls as well. Yes, left stick shield on the yell. So this one. And that doesn't make a huge difference. It just means you get like pushed back less. But it was an interesting thing to find out. It's like, oh, these two things do not behave completely similar. Especially when you read the actual breakdown of what it's supposed to do, because digging's supposed to be like the ultimate one. Then you go into MSH, and it's if you put your left shield stick up and don't face the boss, then you don't lose your stamina. But only for the boss, so...
Man, you have a gangster group of people to run with.
Thank you. Yeah, these guys are amazing, man. We've been playing together for many, many years. Dreadnoks is an amazing group of people. God, you gotta get across! Quick, quick, quick! Oh, it's right there. That's fine. Panic over. Oh, and not to brag or anything, but this is pretty much every one of these guys are on their like alt characters. These aren't even a fucking main. They're just absolute monsters in all situations.
Training dummy rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, like I say, like most of the people in here are just on their alts, and they're just absolutely ripping it to pieces. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard my sort of pontifications on the state of the game and everything, but what some people think of as Endgame versus what Endgame actually is quite a wide gap, I think. So every one of the players in here is Endgame, and by that I mean they can come in here on any character, and we would have this exact same run, if not, faster, stronger, better. Versus, oh, I can just about complete an endgame content dungeon. There's quite a significant gap between those two things. Which, I'm not disparaging anybody or anything. I'm just like, it's probably worth recognizing that gap exists, right?
Question: if there's already a POC, Visani and Marilith being used in Mindsot group, what other sets could I use? Or should I just go selfish?
Yeah, so Dragonbone set, Realm Engine set. Both of those rely on people standing in a certain position though, so I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on the level of your DPS to start with, right? If you actually require these debuff sets to complete, it's a much different story to whether you're just trying to do it faster. You just listed the 3 main sets. Obviously, presumably someone's running the Grace Ring with one of those as well. Preferably the person who's running the Vistani. Yeah, the additional ones you can do is the Dragonbone set, and that puts a rune on the floor, which gives you additional damage. And then Water, who's actually tanking right now, is playing around the Realm Engine set, which also gives a nice big damage buff and stat boost.
So if they're taken, do I go Selfish Neck and waste since none of them stack?
Well, it can. Man, it's like, how much of an asshole does your group think you're going to be if you don't wear one of them? You know what I mean? It's this really weird situation, right? So if I'm standing in PE and people don't know, and I run this build, they'll be like, "Well, I'm not inviting you to this thing. That's stupid." But people who know will be like, "Oh fuck yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's look at the fucking build he's running for this thing." I don't worry about your neck and waist too much, man. The only benefit it gives is, well, the only benefit it gives under usual circumstances is a faster complete. The most important thing you need is just to get into the bloody run to start with, right? It's like, hey, look how strong my tank is. I can tank this thing, and once you get into the run, then you can negotiate how squishy you want to be. Oh my god, I should not have used my daily there. God damn it.
Haha, shoot. I wish I had a steady group to run with. I just say tank looking for MSH/MSOD/random queues.
There's got to be at least a few There's got to be at least a few endgame players, Joe. I mean, tap up Erica. She must be looking for tanks. No doubt. Actually, I mean,
Xbox, yeah, there's a few groups, but they don't let outsiders in, and they run all day themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that is literally the end game, right? So it's rarely ever the exact same 10 people, right? What it's going to be is a collection of up to 30 people who are aware that these other people can do this thing. And then they run together because, well, it's like me. Like I said before, right? People will just randomly ask me to tank things, not knowing whether or not they'll just assume that I know how to do it because I'm fucking merry, right? I mean, they have no, unless I put a fucking picture of it, like they've got no actual proof that I can do this thing. It's just if you play long enough and you get to know people, then those people that's your community, right? You are within. That is the end game community. And then so what you think of as just this tight narrow group that run together is usually when we first start, at least with the PlayStation Dreadnoughts and that, we do have that tight narrow group, and then that group farms the hell out of everything until X amount of people have what they need, and then they all drop out. Oh, that's gonna get tricky. They all drop out, and then what you do is you go to the next set of people who you know can do something, and then you go to the next set because the initial learning of it is quite difficult, right? And then you sort of bond with people whilst you're learning that thing. And then that becomes the group that you run with. And then once that group knows what to do and they start identifying that, oh my god, we need more people, and that's when more people start coming in. And then it's not like it's some sort of weird mafia cartel at that level. It's just, okay, these people now, we know that these people know how to do this, and unfortunately it takes quite a while to get other people back up and into it. If that makes sense. Please tell me if it doesn't. I will attempt to explain it in a different way. Hi, Win. How's it going, bro? Gorsus. So, right now we're in a situation where both the Bard healer and the tank is dead. Probably due to a glitch. So this may or may not succeed. This is MSOD, my friend, but it's MSOD minus a tank and minus a healer. Minus a Bard healer, in fact. So it's going to get a little bit dicey. Oh my god, come on, 10%! You got this! Okay, come in, let's go! No, I don't think so. 2% article.
What you saying. It's a bit tiring building people back up, haha.
Yeah, 100%. Man. So, but I don't know, like, especially when you're leading a guild or you're in a high position in the guild, and then like everybody wants to run, but not everybody can run. But because you're the person who knows how to do the run, everybody wants you to run specifically, right? So you've already been doing it 12 hours a day for bloody a month, and then it's like, oh, will you do this more? It gets it you know, it can get a little bit. Gets a little bit like you're just only doing one thing all the time, which is kind of the nature of this game, to be honest. But it's also it's why sometimes it feels like people only do it for themselves and then fuck off, right? Because what you don't realize, or what you may not understand, or what you may not see, is that they've already run it 12 hours a day. So you think, oh my god, they're getting all these runs, but what they're thinking is, I want to stop doing this. I'm sick of fucking doing it. Okay, looks like the run's ending there. So I'll give it like 5-10 minutes. Anybody got any questions?
Any advice about moving from mid-game to endgame as a tank?
And I know what you mean, Joe, because it feels like a big leap. So everybody wants tanks all the goddamn time, but nobody wants bad tanks.
Haha, that evil laugh rolling on the floor laughing.
Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, yeah, so everybody wants a tank, but nobody wants a bad tank. From mid to end game is, I don't want to say a skill issue, but it's people understanding that you can complete stuff, right? There's a lot of situations in this game where they blame the tank for being shit, and in a lot of situations the tank is shit, and it is that. But you being an end game tank is your ability to say, like, look, I'm not shit. Okay. Whatever's gone on here is definitely not my fault. Go fuck yourself. But moving from that sort of mid to the next level is very much you need to hold the threat. You need to survive. In fact, the only thing you need to do as a tank at endgame is hold the threat and survive long enough that the DPS don't take a tank buster. Basically, unfortunately. This is why I'm running all this nonsense, right? I could make myself so goddamn tanky, but what I'm actually doing is running all this bollocks to make the DPS kill it faster, because at the end of the day, the faster run gets us more loot. But to be recognised as an endgame tank, you just need to be basically consistent, man. So those PE runs you're going in, you are not the reason it, right? Every run you go into, you're not the reason it failed. You're not losing the aggro. You're not failing to do whatever mechanic that you need to do. That's how you start getting recognised, and then once people know that you're good at tanking or that you're capable at tanking, then you start moving from the mid to the end game, and then people start randomly inviting you to stuff just because you're a tank and you're known to be a tank, right? If that makes sense. I don't know. I might be talking bollocks, but I am not even a tank, okay? And everybody thinks I'm a tank.
There was a dude praising God saying thank you, Jesus J. We need more tanks who don't fold under pressure.
Exactly, right? So you're getting there. You're getting there. Okay, guys, I am going to fold everything up there. I thank you all.
You did a lot of videos where you tiered master content. You can't be that surprised.
Okay. I will hold off for a little minute just to chat to Mr. Record. Yes, no, I am known for tanking now, but my actual
Sorry, buddy, red hot. Well, I appreciate you streaming, Mary. God bless you and have a wonderful day.
No, listen, guys, you're all great. I love you all. Recorders, you absolutely called me out, and you're entirely correct. Yes, I have been tanking quite a lot, and I am quite known for tanking. But my actual skill lies in Warlock healing. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. Thank you all so much for watching. Well, if people want, I'll put that Warlock arena build up. And I don't know why you'd even want this build, but yeah, just tell me what you want, guys. Put it in the comments. All right. Thank you very much, guys. It's been an amazing evening chatting to you all. Thank you. I'll catch you later.